I let my husband's rental car bill come to the house. My husband Dylan drives a truck for work, or he did until his transmission gave out back in October. He came home one night looking stressed and said the shop quoted him $3,000 and it'd take a few weeks to fix. In the meantime, he needed a rental so he could keep getting to job sites. That made sense to me. He's a foreman, he can't exactly show up to a site on the bus. So he rented a car, a little silver sedan that sat in our driveway looking nothing like him. He said the rental company was billing it monthly and he'd handle it through his work card, so I didn't think about it much. I had enough going on with my own job and our daughter's school stuff. Here's the thing though, about 2 weeks in, a paper bill showed up in our mailbox from the rental company, addressed to Dylan. And when I mentioned it to him that night, something in his face changed. "Why is it coming here?" he asked. "It's supposed to go to my email." "I don't know, you must have put our address down. You want me to open it?" "No," he said, way too fast. "No, just leave it. I'll deal with it. Don't open my mail." Now, I'm not a snoop, I have never once gone through his phone, but you don't say "don't open my mail" in that voice about a car rental. Nobody guards a car rental like that, so I did something I'm not proud of. I said okay. I put the envelope on his dresser, and I let the next one come too. And the one after that, I let them pile up. I told him each time that another one came, and each time he got a little tighter about it. "Just throw those out," he said finally. "I've got it set up online now. Those are duplicates." So I stopped telling him. But I didn't throw them out. I kept them in a drawer in the kitchen, unopened, because some part of me already knew. The transmission got fixed in November. His truck came back. The rental went away. And I figured whatever weird thing that was, it was over. Then in December we were doing our taxes, and I needed his mileage logs, so I asked him to pull everything work-related. He handed me a folder, and I thought, okay, the rental was work. The rental bills should be in here. They weren't. So that night after he went to bed, I opened the drawer and I opened the envelopes. The bills weren't monthly. They were item every single day the car was out, with the miles driven and the location where it was refueled and returned. And Dylan's job sites are all within about 20 miles of our house. That's the whole reason he took the job, so he'd be close. Half these entries were in Wilmington, 2.5 hours away. Fuel stops in Wilmington, returns in Wilmington, Fridays and Saturdays, over and over when he told me he was pulling weekend overtime 40 minutes from home. I sat at the kitchen table until almost 2 in the morning with a legal pad, writing down every date. And then I did the math on the mileage, because a car doesn't lie about how far it went. Some of those weekends he'd put 500 miles on that little silver sedan. The next morning I made coffee like nothing was wrong. He came down in his work clothes. "You never gave me the rental paperwork for taxes," I said. "Because it was work, babe. It doesn't go on our return." "Then why were you in Wilmington 11 times? He set his mug down. "What?" "The bills. The ones you told me to throw out. I kept them. Every fill-up, every drop-off. You want to tell me what's in Wilmington?" His whole face went gray, the same way it did the day the first bill came. "You went through my stuff. I opened mail that came to my house with both our names on the mortgage. It's complicated. The truck was never in the shop for 3 weeks, was it? You needed a car nobody would recognize." I slid the legal pad across the table so he could see the dates in my handwriting. "You rented an alibi, and then you told me to throw away the receipts." He didn't reach for the pad. He just stared at it like it might disappear if he looked hard enough. "I asked you a question," I said. "Who's in Wilmington?" "Her name's Rachel," he said. "I was going to tell you." I stood up and took my coffee to the sink. "You had 11 weekends to tell me. You picked a rental car instead. He's staying at his brother's now. I kept the bills."